Hey, it's Upring Student here, and today we're going to be talking about binary streams, which is the way of writing data, whatever we want, to a file, but in binary. And it's often used when you're writing between, like servers. We can be sending binary streams with information back and forward, and like most computers work on binary, and all the data is sent binary. So it's pretty good to know. And I'm just going to be doing a simple introduction, where in this video we're going to be talking about how to write binary to a file, and in the next video we're going to be talking about how to read from the file. So first we need to create a object output stream, and we're just gonna call it output stream, which equals a new object output stream. And inside our new object output stream, we need a new file output stream. So I'm just going to move it down to 2 lines, make it visible. And then we're going to give it the file inside our new file output stream. So let's first just create a string file name, which we're just going to call data dot, which is kind of like a data type file. But actually, when we're writing with binary, it doesn't really matter what kind of, like where we're saving it. We can save it wherever, but it's just like to define the name of the file we're going to be writing to. We're going to be putting our file name. And now we are told that this one is regarding, like whenever we're working with files, we need to surround it with a try and a catch block. And we're gonna getting an IO exception, which is an input-output exception. So if there's any errors with the input of the output of this information, we will kind of catch this exception. But otherwise, so let's look at what we want to do. So very simply, when writing to a binary file, we actually need to tell it explicitly what type of primitive data type we're going to be writing. So, for example, output stream dot write, we need to tell it if you want to write a boolean, an object, an integer, a byte, and bytes, char, and so on. And actually, we're not going to be talking about this today, but in a later episode, for actually the ability to write object directly to our file is actually quite useful, and it's actually one of the major advantages of writing binary. So let's just write a int in this case, and we're just going to be writing some number, and we can write multiple numbers, but in this situation, it doesn't actually really matter what we're writing, and we can't even see it yet because you can't actually look at the file, or you can, but it's not really, we don't really understand what's going on. We can't really see what's going on, but for now, I'm just going to be writing like these 3 things to our binary. So actually what's quite important after writing anything to a binary file and using like output stream in this case is actually to close it. Because if we don't close it, the computer don't know, the program don't know when it is done reading or writing in that case. Both of them need to be closed, writing to the file. And because of that, it might not write all the information. It might be like prioritizing other processes of the system before, and in this case, it might not be written. So what we'd like to do to always make sure all the information is written to the file is simply just do output stream dot close. And now, when we run the program, we will create a data.dat file, which is just the file of the binary. We can try looking at it, but it doesn't look like anything we know. It has some weird signs, but it's not really supposed to be read. It is the file with the binary. So this is the basic setup of how to writing binary streams to files. So first we create an object output stream, and we just in this case name it output stream, which is a new object output stream, which contains a new file output stream, which contains the file name of the file you're going to be writing to. And then we just write to the file through our output stream.write int or whatever we want. And it is very important to determine right away what kind of data type we're going to be writing to the file. So we can't write int and then write like a double or a string or whatever. We need to define what we're writing. And it's going to be the same as you see in the next episode. When you read from the file, you also need to determine, to declare the repeat. When you're writing ints, you read ints. You can't mix it up, which is quite important in the way that the binary is written. But this is the basics of output streams with binary. So outputting binary streams to data files. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I wish you all a wonderful day.